What is the common thing between surrealist painter Salvador Dali, Thomas Edison, and Beethoven? All three were pro-nappers and used power naps to freshen up their mind, get creative, and get new super cool ideas. One of the most powerful techniques for increased productivity and enhanced overall performance is a nap. However, naps are a double-edged sword, and if not executed properly, can leave you feeling groggy for the rest of the day, or you can even oversleep. In today's episode of Explainable TV, we will learn the science behind a nap, why is it important, and how to tweak it to your advantage. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, don't forget to subscribe now for weekly videos to learn new things the easy way. Before we can discuss nap, it is important to familiarize ourselves with the science of sleep. So, what happens when we are asleep, and what is a sleep cycle? When we are awake, our brain activity is characterized by beta waves, which are high in frequency and low in amplitude, and comparatively more desynchronous than other wave types. And when we are awake but relaxing, such as during meditation, our brain waves slow down, increase in amplitude, and become more synchronous, known as alpha waves. Our sleep, both at night and during naps, is made up of around 80 to 90 minutes of sleep cycles, each comprising 4 stages. As you fall asleep, you enter stage 1, the first 2 to 5 minutes of sleep. We then enter stage 2, which lasts for about 30 minutes. In stage 2, body temperature drops, muscles relax, breathing and heart rate become more regular, and brain activity reduces. Both stage 1 and 2 of sleep are characterized by theta waves, which are even slower in frequency and higher in amplitude compared to alpha waves. Next you enter stage 3, which lasts for about 20 to 30 minutes. This is the deepest part of sleep, and is the most difficult stage to wake up from. Then comes the fourth and the last stage, called as rapid eye movement, or simply REM sleep, which lasts for about 10 to 20 minutes. In REM, the brain becomes more active, more like your brain activity while awake. This is the stage when we dream. Brain activity in both stage 3 and 4 are characterized as delta waves. These are the slowest and highest amplitude brain waves. The end of REM stage signals the completion of a sleep cycle. So now we have understood the science behind sleeping, coming over to the next question, that is, what is a nap? A nap is a short spell of sleep, taken specially during the day. And it can last anywhere from 5 minutes to 3 hours. So it may include all 4 sleep cycles, or just the initial few stages only. However, talking about power naps, these exploit the lighter initial stages of sleep, specifically stage 1 and 2. By just going through the first 2 stages of sleep, your body feels refreshed with improved concentration and cognition. The groggy feeling you sometimes get post-nap is called sleep inertia, and happens if you woke up during any deeper stages of sleep, that is, stage 3 and 4. That being said, why we actually need to take a nap? The first requirement of napping comes from sleep deprivation, and our brain needs to take some rest to get fresh. Another big, however, little unknown reason why we need naps has to do with our circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is a built-in biological mechanism that governs the ups and downs of our energy levels throughout the day. Most people experience their biggest dip in energy levels in the middle of the night, around 2 to 4 a.m., when they are conveniently fast asleep. But there is another pretty big dip in energy levels in the afternoon as well, around the hours of 1 to 3 p.m., thus a need to freshen up the brain. This brings us to a very important question. How do you take a proper afternoon nap? One that leaves you feeling revitalized and productive afterwards. The first tip has to do with the nap duration. For most people, the best nap duration is going to be of 10 to 20 minutes. Crossing past 20 to 25 minutes is a very dangerous territory, as you may enter the stage 3 of sleep cycle, and waking up during which is likely to result in you feeling groggy. Moreover, power naps of 10 to 20 minutes don't affect your sleeping cycle at night. Now at this point, some of you probably have a little nagging question in the back of your mind that has to do with that 10 to 20 minutes recommendation, as it takes people quite a while to fall asleep. So wouldn't a 10 to 20 minute power nap be basically useless if you're not going to fall asleep 15 minutes into it? Well, the act of simply laying down, closing your eyes and relaxing can also help with those feelings of fatigue and make you more productive. And this practice will eventually train your brain to fall asleep more easily. Second tip is regarding the best time frame for sleeping. And as per the circadian cycle, the perfect window for a power nap exists between 1 and 3 p.m. If you take a nap after this, you risk messing with your night's sleep. The third tip has to do with the environment. And the best environment is some place that is dark and quiet. But the problem is, unless you work from home, you probably don't have access to a perpetually dark and quiet place at workplace. And that's why keeping a couple of simple tools in your bag can help you take your power nap. Invest in some sleep gear and buy a sleeping mask and earplug, which will prove to be game changers. The next tip is regarding how to avoid oversleeping. To address this, you must minimize the chances of you hitting snooze. What you can do is not to sleep with your phone or alarm right next to your bed. Rather, place your alarm on the other end of the room so that you have to get up to turn it off. And that brings us to our last and most advanced tip, which is to try taking a coffee nap. This involves drinking a cup of coffee and then immediately taking a 20-minute power nap. You're probably thinking to yourself that this sounds stupid, because caffeine is going to interfere with you falling asleep. But did you know, caffeine takes about 20 minutes to really kick in your body. So by immediately taking a power nap right after you drink coffee helps you actually gain the benefits of both nap and a cup of coffee. However, be advised, as this tip is useful for advanced nappers only. Let us know in comments below what your experience of napping is, and have you ever tried coffee naps? If there's another story or topic you want to get your head around, let us know in comments. In the meantime, check out our recent episode on effects of vaping on health, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.